Hi guys, my name is Jelani Franken and we are here with Mindful Life today. Mindful Life is a wonderful new charity wanting to make a big change in your life. I'm joined here today by Louise Jeffrey, and Louise is a eating psychology coach. Louise, what on earth is an eating psychology coach?
Okay, so I help men and women who are faced with weight, body and eating challenges to transform their relationship with food and their body so that they never have to starve or punish themselves again.
Right, okay, so it's a very useful trait to have.
Absolutely.
And can you tell me more about yourself, where you come from, and how did you end up doing this career?
Okay, so I grew up in South Africa, and as a child, as far back as I can remember, I used food for emotional nourishment. There were many times that I can recall going up to the pantry in my house and taking food out of the cupboard and going into my bed and kind of helping it to, using it to help with my sort of sadness and loneliness. And once we fast forward through my teens and into my 20s, this ended up with, being an emotional eating or binge eating problem. So I would sort of oscillate between dieting and restricting myself to the extreme, and exercising madly to the other side, which was, emotional eating, overeating, binge eating. There was very little kind of balance and moderation for me. I was also working incredibly hard in a corporate job, so stress played a big part in this. And it was sort of in my early 30s that I became pretty desperate around trying to find a solution. And I'd done a lot of research and found that I just couldn't understand why I had no willpower, why I couldn't seem to control my urges, and why I was constantly overeating. And I was definitely starting to put on weight, which was obviously concerning me. And then there came a time when I happened upon the teachings of a gentleman called Mark David, who is from the US, and he runs the Institute for the Psychology of Eating. And it was there that I found my answers. I immersed myself in his work, listened to podcasts, did a lot of research. And what I learned was that I'm actually not broken, so I don't need to be fixed.
Oh, okay.
That I don't have a willpower problem. That emotional eating is much, much deeper than we give it credit for. And that it's actually the symptom of a problem rather than the problem itself.
Oh, very interesting.
So when you go underneath and you start to look at what's underneath, the overeating and the emotional eating tends to fall away. So I then decided to study eating psychology, which was absolutely fascinating. Spent a year doing that, and added it to my practice because I'm an acupuncturist as well as an eating psychology coach. And it was there that I learned how to eat in moderation without guilt, how I learned to claim my natural and rightful weight, how to feel comfortable in my own skin, and be comfortable with my body no matter what my weight is, and how to have a peaceful relationship with food and with my body. And the beautiful thing about this is that I get to share all of this information with other people and help them to do the same.
Okay, so that's why you joined Mindful Life, because you want to
absolutely
take people on the journey that you had, basically.
Absolutely.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Louise. Guys, if you want to find out more about Louise, what she does, and get some information from her and maybe get her to help you with your problems, have a look on our website, attend our seminars and our community support groups, and also watch our videos on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Thank you. Bye-bye.